Hi, and welcome, and welcome back. I hope that you are doing well on this. It's actually a beautiful day. It started out mostly cloudy, but now I have some blue sky, so I'm a happy person. And yeah, let's see. My last video I did was a polymer clay video. It wasn't my best video, but I had a lot of fun with it. I made some pretty interesting beads. Yeah, I'm going to try again, and I may do a video showing a different way of making Natasha beads. And Jerry, I read your comment that you tried it, that you still had some clay left. I hope you had fun with it. I think the problem I had this last time was the color combination. I didn't have a bold enough clay in there, so I'm going to do it again. And I hope that you stick with it. And maybe you can post your beads. I do have a Facebook page. It's Cambridge Gifts by Kelly. And so, Jerry, if you want to post a picture of your beads there, I think I have it open. I mean, it's not an active Facebook page. I just put my videos there so different friends and family who want to watch it, who don't go to YouTube, can, you know, see what I'm up to there. But if you'd like to post pictures of projects maybe I've inspired you to do, that would be great. I would enjoy seeing that. Now, you may notice that my hair is more purple. And for that, I have to thank Kara of Kay's Cross Stitch. Thank you, Kara. Yeah, it worked. She had suggested that I try overtoned. And it sounds like a commercial. But if you notice, Kara, I bought extreme purple because I didn't read the website. I could have bought pastel purple. I could have bought vibrant purple, but nope, Kelly Bell went extreme purple, and it works, folks. It works. And you could have any color from like yellow to I don't know what, orange, black. They got it all. And they even show you on their website what their products would look like in your color hair. You'll notice that this is just a daily conditioner. It's not anything special. It's not their deep treatment. Let me open the bottle and show you. That's how purple this is. And even the daily conditioner will leave some color on your hands, although it washes off with soap. I actually wash my face with Noxzema, and that takes everything off. It's good stuff. But just in case you're wondering, I didn't see shampoo. I didn't look for shampoo. I just bought the conditioner because I'd already bought this. At Walmart's, it's Germac, and it's silver brightening for all shades of silver, gray, and blonde hair. And when I opened this lovely bottle, I can't really show you very well. Let me see if I can get it to come up a little bit. I don't know if the camera is going to show this, but it's pretty purple stuff too. So, yeah. So I was pretty happy there. I guess that'll keep me out of the hair salon now, except for getting my hair cut again. Anyway, so that's not what you're here for, is it? But I had to thank Kara, because that really worked. Thank you. So, what kind of stitching did I do this week? Yeah, right. This week. I think the last thing I was talking about was that April 10th was my daughter Rebecca's birthday. It was her 40th birthday. So for her birthday, I was working on my Mirabilia Ella, the Frog Princess, and I love it. It's on 32 count exotic orchid, Lugana. And Doesn't feel like I made a lot of progress, but in reality, I made some. Let me see if I can fold this so you can see it better. I stitch a lot in hand, so you'll have to excuse the wrinkles. And I'm pretty sure that's the right way up. And that's how far I got. I got more of the dress. And the needle minder is from Joyful Expressions, and it just says, "For this child I have prayed. For my daughter Rebecca, I pray for her constantly." Yep. So that's how far I got with that one. I will work on that some more this month. And so that was, let's see, I'm not even sure. Let's see, so, sorry, distracted. I did do some dark 13 stitching this month. That was fun. And I just worked on a whip that I think I started in 2017 for the 13 days of October of Halloween. And I did Away We Ride, which is a blackbird design pattern. I love this. I think this is just beautiful. And it's on a piece of Aida that I dyed myself, and I worked on the birds. So I did the birds, and I started the border a little bit right here. It's just a loose trailing thread. So I have some more of the windows and the door to do in the house, but I worked on birds and a little bit on the border. And I had a good time with that. That made a nice change from what I've been stitching, so that was fun. This I have in a page protector instead of a bag. So I'm just going to put this aside. I will fix it later. Let me pick Ella up. She fell. It's going to be another one of those days. And I also, and I posted this on Book Coverage Fanatics already, because I was very happy about this. I will show you my 1200 stitch project for April. Is Napoleon Bonaparte. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs project, and I love it. I think he is beautiful. And in typical Haid fashion, you will see the upper, I guess, left corner, and that is 1300 stitches in 3 shades of brown. And I did go from using 1/1 to doing 2/1, and it doesn't really show there in the brown, so I'm going to continue with 2/1 because I just wasn't loving 1/1. The coverage just wasn't good, so hopefully it doesn't get too bulky. And then I also received for April the Ingleside Imaginarium part, and you can see it's a falcon, and Brittany tells all about falconry in the herald aspect of stitching, and so I haven't started it. I can show you where I from last month, my finish, and this is on a piece of Coloring Cotton Sage. And it's beautiful. So you'll be able to tell that the falcon is going to come in at the top. And he's kind of in blues. He's really pretty. And he's wearing a crown too. So that's what that looks like so far. And I can't wait to work on this new part. So the only other thing that I've stitched on in this past week was my Just Cross Stitch Christmas ornament for April. Sorry for the noise. I'm having a hard time being quiet today. And that, I'm happy to say, it was a finish. And I'll remind you what it looks like. It's this little one in here. And I actually, see, trying not to use that word. I made a clip earlier today and shared with you how I was going about putting watercolor on my fabric. So I'm going to insert that here, and I'll be back in just a minute. And this is my finish for my Just Cross Stitch ornament for April. And you may have just seen this on my FlossTube video. I don't know, because I am going to do that. I haven't done it yet, so this will just be inserted. But if you remember from my last video, I said this Ada is kind of yellowed. Turn the light on, see if that helps. So I wanted to maybe add some color. I really love the way this came out. I think it's really adorable. I love the highlighting and stuff. And there's really no white threads in here. There'll be a pom-pom or a button on each of the toes, and another pom-pom, or maybe a pom-pom here and buttons here. I haven't quite decided. You'll know before I do. Well, you'll know, not before I do, but you will know shortly. Or maybe you already do. I haven't decided. I have a spray bottle, just has water in it. I'm going to spray all around my fabric and just dampen it up, because right now it was dry. And this is DMC floss, so I'm not too concerned about the red running. But I want to add the water so my paint will spread more evenly. Maybe I should have taken out the crease marks, but we'll find out. I'm just saying that because the paint could collect in those wrinkles. But if they do, does it matter? Not a whole lot. Anyway, so there we have it. Damp fabric. And I was just going to use my water brush. Let's see. I guess I can use this water brush. So my brush, first I should show you what I'm using, shouldn't I? I have a Koi watercolor pocket field sketch box, and that's how this comes. It comes with watercolors. It's one of the only ones I've seen that comes with white. It's got sponges on the side to help absorb some water off your brush. It comes with a water brush, a portable one, and it also has a paint palette that you can attach to the side and hold it in your hand if you want, or it just completely detaches. I really like this. I think it's my favorite watercolor set. Now I also have a palette of shiny, like pearlized watercolor paints, and this was like $5 at AC Moore, so it's kind of a children's one, and it comes with a cheap child's paintbrush. I really like this too because it's very, very shiny. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Koi watercolors, and I'm going to use my watercolor brush. You take the plug out. That's how you fill it. You just put water in it. And then you screw the brush top on, if you figure out which way it goes. And then you take the cap off. And I'm going to squeeze a little water out. And I don't know, you can't maybe tell, but I've got paper towel under here. I'm just going to check my brush, make sure there's no, squeeze it, make sure there's no water, no paint built up in the bristles, because it's a little bit stained green. And now I just have to decide what color I want behind my Christmas ornament. And I may start with, this palette and take a little bit of green, which is right here. And I'm going to put a little bit of that on this palette. It's a kind of a yellowy green, so that's good, because this is more of a yellowy green down here. And I don't want to go into the blues because that might look a little strange. I'm going to add a little bit of this yellow to my green. And I'm just going to put some of it on here. Oh, look at that. The DMC is bleeding a little. At least I think it is. Oh, nope, it's a thread on the back, so I can just snip that. It's amazing the things you notice when you do stuff like this. Oh, I like it. I don't want it to, I don't really want to cover the whole thing. And I can add more water too to it to thin it down a little bit. Kind of, just imagine that there was a dog hair in it. Try not to put that in my piece. Now you can see I got a little more green here than the green yellow, and that's fine. Really be good if this was in a spray bottle and I could just spray it on. And yes, I would do that. So anyway, you got the idea. I'm just going around this with paint in kind of a haphazard way. Oops, I got it picked up a little blue there. Oh well. I will go with it. Put some more green on. And a little more water. Blend a little of that, more of that yellow in there. I'm going to put it under his feet. So you get the idea. So this is what I'm doing. My old Ada. So I'm going to stop here. You see what I'm doing. I'm going to finish this and I will show it to you in my video. So I slapped watercolor on it, and I told you about the sparkly watercolor, but then I didn't show you actually putting it on. I did put it on the same way as I did my koi watercolors, and I put the pom-pom on, and instead of white buttons I put gold beads on his toes. So, and that's how that looks. I haven't actually fully finished it yet. I haven't made an ornament out of him, but the piece to be an ornament is now complete. So, and I don't know if you can see the shine. It's mostly in the words and under the feet and over the hat is where I used the pearlescent watercolor. And you can see it in person, but it doesn't look like the camera's picking it up. Oh well. So that's another ornament complete. And I like the way this one turned out too. So, yep, that was good. This is a very short video because that's pretty much all my stitching for the past week. Next week, I will talk a bit about my mania plans, and I've been thinking about it. I don't know that I'm going to do a full-blown mania as much as I'm going to go through what I already have and figure out what else, or what order I want to do it in, because I've been thinking the Marvel Endgame movie comes out on the 26th of April, so I need to pull out my Marvel piece and work on that a bit. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I do like the Marvel videos with Iron Man and Captain America and Thor. Let's not forget Thor. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And I didn't have a lot of cross-stitching haul this week, but I do have a something that came from 123 Stitch. And yes, Kathy, you had me at Flamingo. I couldn't not buy that chart. I used to have a friend, I think she's passed, who absolutely loved flamingos. I mean, everything flamingo. So I thought of Noni when I saw this, and I couldn't resist. I could open it and get it out of this package. I'm sure everybody's seen it because, hey, mark it, you know. But there's that. And it has a short alphabet on the top, and there's these extra pieces here. And you can see this flamingo pin. I meant to make a flamingo pin, so maybe next video, if I get a chance to make the flamingo pin I want to make, I will show you my take on the flamingo. I think that one is beautiful. I don't know if it's a Jabco button or, yeah. It's Flamingo Solo JPM 449. But I also bought all of the flosses for it too. So I'm all set for this one. And who knows, maybe that'll be my new start on the 19th. But I also bought 3 new Haid charts because Haid is having a 50% off sale. Like, I need Haid charts. I need Haid charts. Charts like I need a hole in my head. I have a lot. Let me see if I could show you quick the one that I got that I've been looking at for such a long time. And I just couldn't resist it. You see. Let me see if I put it in there. Just talk about amongst yourselves. Just have to find where they are. Now let's see if I can get it to come to show you. This is called, let me just see. This is by Marta Dalig. So it's charted by Michelle Sayetta. And that's what that looks like. That's called His Only Friend. Can you see His Only Friend there? Do you see it? I had to have this. The colors, the subject matter, the arrangement. I just thought that that was the most beautiful thing. And let's see. This one is by Ciro Marchetti, and I love Ciro Marchetti. And this is called The Tree of Life. I may never get to these, but I have them, and I think they're beautiful. And I didn't even see the heron, or stork, whatever you want to call it, right there in the foreground when I was first looking at it. It's just beautiful. And trying to think what the other one was that I got. Oh, it's this one. This is a quick stitch, and it's by Babette Vandenberg. So this is a quick stitch. It's called the Enameled Box. Isn't that beautiful too? I know, I could buy paintings and hang them on my wall, but I'm in it because I like to do it. I'm not really into it. I don't care if it hangs on my wall. I just want to make beautiful things. So the stitching process is a good thing. And I think that's why I find it kind of easy to do things like put watercolor on Ada after I've stitched. I like the process. I like the creating. It's just fun. And I did wear a pair of a piece of jewelry that I made, and it's I'm gonna turn this light off. It's blowing everything out. So this is a pin. My granddaughter says the faces are freaky, but oh well, I like them. But yeah, I really like that. And I made the earrings too, and they kind of go with it. So I just like creating. And I'm sure most of you do too. That's why we're in this together. And that's about all I have this week. So like Cinderella's mother says, be kind and be courageous. And as I say, in all things, be colorful. Thanks for watching, and God bless.